Welcome to the High Low Food Show. I'm Josh Modell. I'm here with Chef Eric Anderson. We are visiting various cities around the United States, eating at a delicious cheap restaurant and a delicious very expensive restaurant. And we are driving around hilly San Francisco in the Fiat 500X, which is handling the hills admirably. And where are we headed tonight for our fancy meal, Eric?
We are going to go to Atelier Crenn, which is a restaurant by Chef Dominique Crenn. It's a 2-star Michelin restaurant. We're going to sit down and talk to her a little bit about the restaurant, about herself, about France, about San Francisco.
We are cresting a hill, seeing some beautiful water and hills, and this is a fantastic
gorgeous
city.
View. Let's talk about Atelier Crenn. How long you've been open? What was the original idea behind the restaurant? When did you decide to open up this is your first restaurant, correct?
That's my first restaurant. So it opened in 2011. The thing that really sparked the idea to just really go on my own and really start something that is meaningful to me is in 2009 I got into an accident and I almost lost my life, and this is like kind of a wake-up call about how I was looking at the world, and I wanted to really recreate the idea of also the philosophy of how I grew up with, and then I found this place, and I'm like, that's it. This is it.
And then San Francisco, what brought you to San Francisco from?
It's just the people here, and the diversity, and the food and the wine, and also the culture. The culture is very, I grew up in Versailles.
Yeah.
I went to school in Paris, and as an European, I think you need that culture. You can go anywhere and then you can find people that interest you. So I think that's what I found here.
You usually do a poem with the tasting menu, correct?
Yeah.
Does the food dictate the poem, or does the poem dictate the food? Or does it not even work like that?
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we have ingredient and we have to work with the ingredient, but I think it's so much more beyond just the ingredient. There's really a thought process, texture and evolution and bitter and sweetness, and that's what life is about.
Well, I'm really excited for that.
Yes.
So.
Me too. I'm very excited for my team and I to be able to cook for you.
Cool.
It's amazing.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
You look like my handsome younger brother or something.
I bet he gets a lot of dates.
Totally,
I
yeah.
can imagine. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the menu. In lieu of literal translations of each course, it's actually in the form of poetry that the chef writes. Each line of poetry will correspond with one of the courses we bring to the table, something that you get to eat. So it's a lot of fun. You can follow along with the poem or the story as you're dining. We're going to begin the menu in just a few minutes.
Awesome, thanks so
All
much.
right, well, thank you.
So yeah, we should probably note that we are in private dining room.
Yeah,
I
just
think-
us in it, right?
Just us, yeah. They were nice enough to let us use the whole thing. So
No
we're-
guests around us.
It's a funny restaurant tradition. Everyone is a guest.
Yeah.
The amuse-bouche is based on the aperitif cocktail Kir Breton. So what you have is liquid apple cider. It's cleverly inside a very thin shell of cocoa butter. So just make sure you're very gentle when you place it in your mouth. And as soon as you place it, lips closed.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. This is gonna go fast, right? Cheers.
I hope we got that noise on camera. Summer has come with its cool breeze. And it felt like it's very refreshing.
It did actually. Yeah, I like that.
For your next presentation, we have cured trout. In the bottom of the bowl, you have a corn pudding. There's a ham hock nettle broth, trout roe, and a roasted okra. And then they finish the dish with some crispy trout skin.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I like these guys.
You've had some good press for you. You were a food and
Good
wine
press for me.
For you as a chef.
Oh, okay.
You were a food and wine best new chef. Do you like doing interviews? Do you like talking about?
No.
You don't really.
The worst question everyone asks, what's your style of food? Like, so I always like to say, I'll tell you what I like and what I gravitate towards, but I don't know if I have a particular style.
But if you had to tell somebody in 3 words what this place is, modern French.
How would you, as a not a cook, how would you describe this?
It's funny that you say that because the only thing that would make me think that this was a French restaurant at all so
Would be
far.
her accent?
Is, well, yeah, I mean, her accent and the name of it. Atelier, it's a French word. It means workshop. But I don't know what I've eaten so far that I would associate with the sort of what I think of as French food, or you go to like a bistro,
Yeah, but it's not
coq au vin and steak frites.
But
or
that's
whatever.
bistro food, though. It's not fine dining. You know what I mean? There's like a,
People at this sort of level of cooking are not bound by tradition or rules, really, I guess.
Yeah, these are the people who are, like writing the cookbooks, not the people who are following them,
So we just ate Watching the Beast Rest Beneath the Leaves.
Dotting the fragrant flora.
So you think that was probably the lamb dish total?
Yeah, and then I think next is the precious token.
What do you suppose a precious token might be?
It's gonna be something expensive.
Oh, there's a giant pine cone.
Yes, we do serve food on the giant pine cone. So we've made it to our final savory course. Chef calls it carrot jerky. We take all the moisture out. It's brined, dehydrated, and roasted, like making the snack beef jerky, and then wrapped it with candied orange rind and a little fresh thyme. And then on the black slate, all the flavor of your salad just miniaturized into a bite. So if you've ever traveled to a lot of European countries, they finish by enjoying a small salad. And so paying homage to that tradition, you have that one bite for you.
Awesome, all right.
That's pretty good.
Never serve anything on a giant pine cone?
I've never served anything on a giant pine cone. I think it's a neat way to serve something. I mean, it's kind of great to tuck things in there.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish the rest of these beautifully presented candies. Amazing meal start to finish. So much incredible attention to detail.
Yeah. What part do you feel like the poem played for you in this meal?
Well, it's kind of fun. I mean, I like kind of guessing along with.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think anyone else does this.
It gives you something to talk about if your dinner guest is boring.
Yeah.
No
which you
offense.
are.
I mean, you're not boring.
Oh
at all.
yeah, no, you're not either.
No.